In 8 minutes, the Jurassic's deadliest moments unfold. Every dinosaur death that defined an era. This was a time of giants, a period stretching over 56 million years, where life reached spectacular sizes and took on fearsome forms. But for every magnificent creature that walked this ancient land, there was an ever-present shadow of death. It came not just from the tooth and claw of a predator, but from the very earth itself. Sudden floods, violent storms, and the slow, inexorable march of time. This is not a story of life, but of its end. We will journey back to witness the final moments of these incredible animals. From the swift, frantic end of a small hunter caught in a deluge, to the titanic collapse of a long-necked giant surrendering to old age. It reveals the brutal realities of survival, the intricate strategies of hunters, the unforgiving nature of the environment, and the delicate balance that governed this primeval world. Prepare to witness the Jurassic as never before, a chronicle of its most definitive endings. We will trace the timeline of doom minute by minute. 8 distinct deaths. Let us begin. Our journey begins in the early Jurassic, some 200 million years ago. Here, in what will one day become North America, lives a small, nimble hunter, the Chilophysis. It is a creature built for speed, its lightweight frame a masterpiece of evolutionary engineering. For weeks, the sun has been relentless, baking the cracked earth of the riverbed. Food is scarce, and the pack is on edge. They are drawn to the promise of the dry channel. A lone Chilophysis, separated from its group, sniffs the desiccated ground. It is unaware of the danger gathering many miles upstream. A seasonal storm has unleashed a torrent, funneled into ancient watercourses. A distant rumble travels through the ground. Before it can react, the horizon changes. A wall of brown water, churning with mud and uprooted trees, and the bodies of less fortunate creatures, thunders down the canyon. There is no time to think, only to run. The water is a liquid battering ram. The surge hits, sweeping the small dinosaur from its feet. Tossed in violent currents, water fills its lungs, and the struggle ceases. Its body, with hundreds of others, is carried downstream to a muddy tomb, a death by water. As the Jurassic unfolds, new and formidable predators emerge. The Dilophosaurus, its twin crests are billboards for communication, intimidation, and mating rights. Territory is the prize. The ritual cracks, then they lunge. One slips, its long neck exposed. The rival tears through muscle and arteries. The loser collapses. The victor roars. We arrive in the mid-Jurassic, an age dominated by giants. Among the most recognizable, Stegosaurus, a walking fortress. A deep leg wound, now infected, brings pain with every step. The herd cannot afford to wait. Distance widens until it is alone. An Allosaurus tracks the decline, a master of opportunism that will not need to risk a fight. At dusk, exhaustion and infection claim it. A last, futile swing of the tail, and stillness. The Allosaurus moves in, the hunt already over. Death by slow defeat. The Allosaurus, apex of the mid-Jurassic. Their genius emerges in unison, subtle gestures, infrasonic calls. Adults are mountains of flesh, virtually unassailable. But the young are not. The attack begins, front assault to scatter and distract. Flankers slice pathways, severing the juvenile from safety. They attack in waves, serrated teeth delivering slashing bites, then fading back. Blood loss and shock topple the young giant. The pack swarms. The red-handed strategy succeeds. Not tooth and claw alone, but coordination. A death that would shape the herd's future. In the late mid-Jurassic lagoons of Europe lives Archaeopteryx, a mosaic between worlds. Feathered wings, a toothed jaw, clawed fingers, and a long bony tail. Not soaring mastery, short glides and flapping scrambles among branches. The sky turns hostile, Winds strengthen, rain begins. Its grip fails, primitive wings no match for the storm's fury. A downdraft slams it toward the lagoon. A brief splash, and the pioneer is extinguished. Entombed in anoxic mud, preserved to one day rewrite our understanding of life on Earth. We now stand in the late Jurassic, the true age of giants. None more immense than Brachiosaurus. A patriarch, skin mapped with scars, has seen a century of seasons. The colossal heart that feeds the crane-like neck begins to fail. He falls behind, appetite fading, systems shutting down. No disease, no predator. A death from sheer scale, the collapse of a living skyscraper. He collapses. Breath turns ragged, then stops. The silence is profound. In humid swamps, a different hunter thrives, Ceratosaurus. Not as powerful as Allosaurus, but perfectly adapted. An ambush specialist. A young Camptosaurus lowers its head to drink. Tail-driven lunge, jaws lock, and the pull begins. Not to finish on land, the swamp is the weapon. The predator weighs it down, forcing the head beneath the surface. Desperate struggle, then the bubbles cease. The swamp is the killer. Our timeline of doom nears its end. The close of the Jurassic, around 145 million years ago, was not a single cataclysm, but prolonged instability. Ash dims the sun, sulfur taints the air. Plants dusted and weakened, the food web begins to crumble. Wild sea level swings flood coastal plains into brackish marsh. Territories vanish. Food is poisoned or submerged. The dinosaurs are trapped. Herbivores starve. Carnivores follow. A localized mass mortality, systemic collapse, not tooth or claw. The Jurassic's reign, 56 million years, ultimately drew to a close. Its end was a grinding transition of fire and water, changing climates, shifting continents. The deaths we witnessed were the pulse of the era. Vacant niches would be filled by even more spectacular life.